Welcome back to another episode of the Revolutionary Girl Utena. So in the previous one, we got to see the captain of the fencing club returning, right? And it seemed like Jury and him, they were kind of close and stuff like that, but also he was doing something that isn't so cool, and that is, of course, knowingly making moves onto Shiori, right? Obviously knowing full well that it was Jury who has feelings for her. So, because he saw Jury looking at them, and he even smirked at her when they were like making out and stuff. So, yeah, his intentions weren't entirely pure and innocent, it seemed, right? And also, we got a duel then, and then at the end of the duel, because it was said that she was like, kind of like polishing his sword while he was gone and stuff like that, keeping him in her mind and stuff. But then at the end of the episode, he kind of said, it wasn't me who you were polishing, the sword that you were polishing wasn't mine, right? Basically saying that the feelings that you were harboring all this time and nurturing all this time while I was gone weren't feelings for me, right? So that was interesting. He also said an interesting thing of, it was, I lost because of like the bride or whatever, kind of like shifting the blame a bit, but also, yeah, I think it's kind of to say, I didn't have the love, I guess. There was no kind of love between us like there is between Utena and Anshi. Interesting episode. It was also a very unique episode, right? You guys did say that that episode and this coming episode as well are like Mamoru Hosoda worked on them. I don't know how closely. I saw a comment saying that he directed them, which is pretty cool because Mamoru Hosoda is one of the big directors in anime, right? It's one of the names that you've probably at least heard of, right? Because he is a pretty big one. So I'm excited for this one. So if you want to watch this, Uncut and Blurred is always on my Patreon in the description. And let's go into Revolutionary Girl Utena, episode 29. Okay, we're continuing on for the previous episode. Interesting. Uh-oh. Azure, paler than the sky. Oh, that was a rough scene. I had no right to. Oof. I thought so. She wasn't gonna tell her. I mean, it would feel like really weird for Jury. Like, if you're Jury, it would feel very conflicting about like getting yourself into this. Obviously, she cares about Chiori a lot, right? And she would love to help her out. But also, you would feel like, am I really in a position to help her out if I also harbor feelings for her, right? How do you go about this? That it would feel really conflicting from Shiori's side of things. So I get why she would be like, I don't deserve to get involved in this, right? Because I'm also harboring feelings for her, and maybe my intentions aren't as pure as I would like them to be, or something along those lines, right? So I get it. I get why she would not want to get involved in this, and she would distance herself from it, even though obviously she cares about her a lot. Oh, and also, sorry, I know I'm pausing a lot, but also another thing that I was thinking about right now here is who do you blame for this, right? Because the girls were gossiping about, oh, so it's so bad from Ruka to do it like this, and then it's actually Shiori's fault. I was thinking about it. At the end of the day, Ruka wasn't the one making a scene, and also at the end of the day, all he did was he turned her down, right? He was like, hey, no, right? He gave her like a stun turn down, but I do think that if you considering everything that they had going between them, I do think that he harbors some responsibility to at least like, hear her out and talk it out with her, and not just kind of like cut her out like this and leave her in the state that she's in. So I think there's some responsibility on Ruka for this, but I think at the end of the day, he did kind of just like turn down Shiori, and she was the one who kind of like decided to do it there, right, where everyone's looking, and cause a scene a bit. So yeah. Them looking rough. Mm. Mm. To take her back. Wow. That's very fair. A liar, yep. Poor Judy, she cares about us so much. Oh, that now that is not cool. I was on your side, Ruka, for a bit. Ooh. Ooh. She bit him? Nice. Why do you...
気が変わった。君の言う通りにするよ。彼女とよりを戻そう。
Uh-oh. I don't like that. I don't like that. That feels like a revenge play. I don't like that.
僕は憎くて憎くてたまらないか。待て。ルカ、私と決闘しろ。
Ah!
もし私が負けたら、貴様の望み通り何でも聞いてやろう。だが、私が勝った時はしおり。分かってる。もう言うな。
Oh, fuck. I was on Ruka. I was like, you know what? Ruka might not be saying it in the best way, but he has every right to refuse, you know, things like that. He doesn't have to acquiesce to every single, I guess, order or anything, everything that Jury asks of him, right? He can't turn it down. He has every single right to be like, no, I don't want to do that. I don't like her, you know? I don't like how spoiled she is. I don't like how she's lying. All those are fair things. And then he overstepped it. Then he overstepped it. Like, we know that he's not a fantastic guy, so it's not like I was surprised that he wasn't acting like a fantastic guy. But fuck me, man. This guy is... He kind of sucks. He kind of sucks. And he most certainly isn't helping himself with the actions that he's taking here. Fuck. This feels so bad because obviously, like, Jury hates this guy, and Jury loves Shiori, and she sees what Shiori is going through, and she's like, if Shiori going out with a guy that I absolutely despise is going to help her, then I am willing to do that. Oh man, it's like the like. Also, I don't think she should be the one making those calls. Obviously, I don't think it's right for her to decide on what Shiori needs and what Shiori should want, right? But it's all coming from the intentions are all very, very selfless and very, very good. So it feels bad. It really, really, really feels bad. Shit. Yeah, but Ruka assaulting her, assaulting Jury does... Yeah.
君は入部した時から抜群の逸材だった。たとえ泥の中にあっても、その輝きが失われることはなかった。君の才能は僕をはるかに上回る。買いかぶりだ。そうかな。君に合わせたい人がいるんだ。ほら、聞こえないかい。君の魂が本当に諦めていなければ。世界の果てを駆け巡る。この音が聞こえるはずだ。
Of course.
なんだこの音は。
The sound of your heart.
待たせたね、トーガ。君のセリフだ。
Say the thing.
我らと共にいざなおう。君が望む世界へ。
He's enjoying this way too much.
さあ、乗ろう。僕の言うことは何でも聞くんだ。私をどこへ連れて行く気だ。土屋先輩、私にはあなたしかいないんです。土屋先輩、私にはあなたしかいない。
That's torture. That's horrible.
彼女を傷つけることがそんなに楽しいか。君の潜在能力を最大に発揮すれば、君は誰にも負けない。君の能力を引き出せるのはこの僕だ。僕と君が組めば、天井雨天を倒せる。そして、奇跡。
Wait, did they have the duel and he already won? Was it off screen?
そのためか、奇跡が現れるには犠牲が必要だ。卑怯だ。そこまでして奇跡の力が欲しいのか。奇跡の力が欲しいのは君だろ。しおりは貴様の道具じゃない。奇跡を信じて思いは届くと。 れは君の言葉ではなかったから。
貴様は何か勘違いをしている。私は私の思いなど届かなくてもいいのだ。もし奇跡の力を手に入れたとしても、私が望むのは貴様から彼女を解放すること。それだけだ。これ以上好きにはさせん。
Interesting.
貴様の口車にも乗ろう。
これで成立だ。世界の果てを見せてあげよう。君たち。
Here he goes. Okay, no, she... Wait. Oh, yeah, she's... Now she's...
メインイベントだよ。天井ウテナ君。
Oh, shoot. Now she is challenging Utena to a fight. Also, once again, a little bit hypocritical from Jury to be like, you know, believe in miracles and your feelings shall be known. And then her being like, I don't need my feelings to be known to anyone and stuff like that. Once again, a tiny bit of a contradiction there. I like that. I like that a lot because they are supposed to be teenagers who are going to contradict themselves because they are growing. They are, trying to, well, they're not growing. That's kind of like the point of this academy, but still they are, teenagers that are going to contradict themselves. I really like that. Let's see it. The power of Jury. Oh, God. Their power is gonna be interesting to see. Oh, poor Jury. Man, she looks like a wilted rose there. It's like a wilted flower. Ugh. Ugh. Man, him using her love for Shiori like this. Oh, this is the duel.
決めた思いか。どんなに辛いものなんだろう。青くだ、ジュリー。ジュリー、彼女は愚か者だ。自分に降ってきた奇跡が誰かの犠牲の上に成り立っていることに気づかないのだからな。だがそん
Ooh.
な奴こそ奇跡を手にする理不尽だと思わないか、ジュリー。
Let's see it. No, 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 no. Don't.
どうして先輩。心配ない。心配ないよ、ジュリー。心配ないか。あら、またジュリが部長代行？ええ、土屋先輩、ここのところ学園には来ていませんから。あら、そうなの。せっかく告白したのに出席日数足りなくて退学になっても知らないから。あの子怪我したみたいだ。ま、ジュリに任せとけば心配ないでしょ。すみません、地区予選も近いというのに。気にするな。ゆっくりその足を治すことだけを考えろ。本当にすみません。こんな時にご迷惑かけて。ねえ、知ってる？あの患者さん昨日亡くなったのよね。いい男だったのにかわいそう。退院したらまたフェンシングやりたいって言ってたのに。あの人、自分の病気のこと知ってたみたい。なのに無理に退院して学校に戻って。きっとフェンシング部に好きな子でもいたんだわ。そういえばあの人、よく言ってたわ。愛する人に奇跡の力をあげたいって。あの人を解放してあげたいって。何それ？どういうこと？さあ。お元気ですか？私
How
は
much do we have
何
left?
かあなたに会った
I'm
時
gonna talk after.
ぜひ尋ねてみたいことがあります。あなたは奇跡の力にどんな思いを託していたのでしょうか。そしてその思いは誰かに当てたものだったのでしょうか。願わくばその思いが届きますように。
Whoa, what a way to end the episode. Okay, what a way to end the episode. Now, there's one thing that I'm a bit struggling to fully get. I'm gonna quickly check the previous episode just for a second. Okay, yeah, so the only thing that I'm fully trying to wrap my head around is how literal the entire segment at the end there was. Because up until this point, they've not really been like literal at all. They've always been kind of like touching on the subject of the entire episode, but in a very roundabout way. But this one feels very literal, if that's the case, because we do know that, yeah, what the thing that I just checked out right now was to see how, like, what they said for why he was missing for so long from school, and he did say he was basically he was sick, right? And that's why, and now he finally is back from his like from being home from illness and stuff like that, right? So yeah, he was sick all this time, and now he's back. And then this ending here was interesting. So if I understand the ending correctly, I don't know if he like actually died after it. I don't know if he forced himself to go to school before passing away. But apart from that entire thing, it could be that he genuinely just came here for an objective and then left, or it could be literally, yeah. Either way though, if I'm understanding it correctly, he loved Jury, and he made it, like, he basically did this entire scheme just so he could free Jury from the feelings that she was feeling towards Shiori, the I guess the impossible miracle that she was clinging on to, right? To kind of free her from that. I think I could be wrong though. I could be very wrong. And also, it's hard to be like, yeah, he acted perfectly and stuff like that. He was definitely not a fantastic guy. But if you take into account that he genuinely was still very sick and he knew that he had very limited time to make whatever he wanted happen, then it doesn't excuse it, but it kind of puts it into perspective of maybe he wanted to legit take the shortest route available to achieve what he wants to achieve, even if that route is very highly immoral and stuff like that, right? Maybe. I don't know. That's me making excuses, I guess. But also, yeah, as I said, I could be a bit wrong, but that was really interesting, the way that happened. How do we feel about Jury no longer, like, being set free from those feelings? I guess, I don't think those feelings ever would have been reciprocated, right? Like, if they've not been reciprocated over the past how many years that they were friends, I don't think they ever would have been. I think she would have been a prisoner to her feelings forever, probably, if she weren't set free here, right? So I think it's probably a good thing, right? To not be stuck in the past and to, I mean, that's one of those things that is, I mean, that's a big theme, especially of the Black Rose Society arc and stuff like that, right? Of being held hostage or being held hostage by your past, I should say. Yeah, that's it, by your past and past events and stuff like that, including past feelings, right? So being set free from that stagnation, or at least taking a step towards being set free from that stagnation, is definitely a way to go about it. Also, I wonder if Ruka, I'm trying to find alternative theories to him just actually dying, right? I wonder if him leaving the academy kind of means that it wasn't necessarily that he died, but it was more so the fact that he broke the stagnation, because we know everyone at the academy apart from Akio is basically a stagnating kid, right, who never grows old. But I wonder if him kind of like leaving the academy, dying, means him breaking the stagnation and leaving the academy and maturing because of it. I don't know. I think that's a stretch. I think that's definitely a stretch. I think he might actually be dead. But either way, though, very interesting, man. I feel bad because obviously Jury holds Shiori in such, like, she holds her so close and she feels so strongly about Shiori, and she treasures her feelings for her a lot. So who is this guy to come in and, you know, kind of like crush those feelings and kind of like force her to forget those feelings, or I guess throw those feelings away? It feels very intrusive, but also it is in a way helping her, or it might actually be a way to help her out a lot. So I don't know. I don't know. It's a bittersweet moment for Jury, but I do think it's going to help her, right? In the long run, probably. Because I can't see those feelings ever being reciprocated in any way, shape, or form, right? In the future. But I guess we will see where it's gonna go. Fantastic episode. I really like this episode. This one was really good. So I am excited to see what comes next, because we are reaching the final 10 episodes of the series, which is going to be great. And of course, we have the movie after it as well. I don't know about that one. I'm going to watch the movie after we finish it. Don't worry about that. But yeah, I wonder where it's going to go from here. I guess we'll find out. For now, I'm going to wrap it up here. Hope you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to like and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.